Boxing fans, we got some good news today. Golden Boy Promotions, Oscar De La Hoya, the Golden Boy, and my main man, the real B-Hop, Bernard Hopkins, have taken their company in the direction that it needs to go. And I'll give Al Heyman some credit for this because I'm pretty sure that this is a result of the ongoing political and business boxing wars that have been going on behind the scenes. Al Heyman, let me start here. If you are a boxing enthusiast and you have been for more than say a year or two, then you will remember Friday Night Fights, which was a long-running series, and it featured up-and-coming boxers. You had guys who were just starting their boxing careers, or were really on the beginning end of it, and then you had guys who were they were prospects, or you had guys that were approaching contendership, and then you would also have guys that were next in line or pretty close to being up for title shots in their level of contendership. So Friday Night Fights was, I look forward to that for years. Friday night, get off work, whatever. Man, I don't care what's going on. If I can't, when the DVR came out, I was golden, man, because if I can't be in front of the TV right now, I'm going to be there soon. Soon as I'm doing whatever I'm doing on Friday night, I get to see some fights. I get to see some guys whose names that I may not know, guys who aren't famous, guys with a lot of talent. So this was great entertainment. Al Heyman started the Premier Boxing Championships, and the PBC Series had been amazing. I've been to quite a few of the PBC fights, and I was loving what Al Heyman was doing. But the problem was that it dismantled Friday Night Fights, and Friday Night Fights was featuring fighters from all of the promoters. Everybody was getting a shot to showcase their talent. With PBC, these were only guys that were signed with Al Heyman. So the talent pool was only coming from one direction, which was a problem for other promoters. You know, this had become the biggest series, reason being because Al Heyman inked the deal to put it on free TV. So the whole world was able to see boxing, whether you could afford pay-per-view or not, didn't matter because this was free TV. And it was a great thing. So many fighters began to get the recognition, notoriety, just being able to have a recognizable name and face that they weren't able to have before. And this was good for them. So guys' careers started to take off a little bit faster. The paydays were better. The number of fights that guys were getting in some cases began to increase. So it was a really good situation. So what Golden Boy is doing now is basically following that same blueprint. They've worked with ESPN in the past, so they have inked a deal for, I think it's 18 shows starting March of this year, 18 two-hour shows, which should give us, a few fights stacked on a card per event. And those are going to air on ESPN2, I believe, and ESPN Deportes, which is the Spanish version of ESPN, which makes sense. Oscar De La Hoya is a Hispanic man. He's a legend, and he has a tremendous following, just as he did when he was a fighter. So he gets genuine love from his fans. He's got lifetime fans in the Spanish community. So they love boxing too. So we got to give it to them. So on those two networks, I think Golden Boy is going to do great. They got some good talent within their promotion company, and these guys deserve to be seen. Every boxer, if he's serious, he's putting in the work, and he really wants to make a career, deserves to be seen, deserves the opportunity to become recognizable, and at some point become a household name. We need more household name boxers. At this point, we only have maybe one or two that non-boxing followers couldn't even name out to you. And that's always been the case for the most part. I think I average it out, and it's about every 10 years you get one or two guys who become a household name. and they're recognizable names to people who watch boxing or not. So we want to bring that back. It's a new era. I don't think we really have that guy yet for this era. Floyd Mayweather Jr. was the guy from the past era, and that was for things he did outside the ring to make himself accessible to mainstream media and mainstream citizens. So the promotion has to be there to get these guys' names out there, but this is one great way of doing it by putting them on TV and letting them be seen. Even people who flipping channels trying to find something to watch might stumble upon it and find a new passion for loving to watch the sport of boxing. I think this is great. Get more guys, get more opportunities, and the promotion companies are probably going to grow from this and provide more opportunity for more up-and-coming fighters, aspiring fighters to get their shot in the spotlight. So I'm looking forward to it. More boxing for me to watch, more boxing for me to analyze, and maybe even get more competition going amongst the best versus the best doing it this way. I like what I'm seeing. I hope that is for the best. It seems like it to me at this point. We shall see. Subscribe, leave some comments. Let's share some dialogue. Let me know what y'all think. I'm not the expert on boxing. I learn as I go, but I love the sport. I'm a coach. I'm a fighter. Just recently had surgery, so I don't know how that's gonna go with me fighting anymore. But I love the sport, man, and I like sharing dialogue with people. Drop some knowledge on me. It's a lot that I could learn. If you're an expert or somewhat of an expert, feel free, drop some comments, and let's keep the conversation going. Peace.